Hello, this is Harnas here, and welcome to Luck of the Draw 2 tournament. So, here we are in the design quick overview. So, let's start group by group. And first, we've got Omstein and Smack. This is a design by moment. Forgot the name. Yeah, this is by Snack. Okay, this is designed by Snack. So we've got here a Cram and Missile craft, not really fast and not that greatly protected, but it's got that large rocket. It can be quite deadly, I think. And of course, Cram is cheap and powerful as well. And his second craft is definitely a faster design, significant number of props, and of course this is a glider, and we've got a small caliber gun with some small missiles in the mix. Okay, the second design in Group A, we've got a submission of Castor and Pollux, and this is of course by Scythefen. So we've got two very similar craft, one and both of them are using this relatively, maybe a medium caliber, let's call it like that, rail guns. So very fast shells with some, I think, a good payload as well. So, as I said, two of the craft are very similar in design. Okay, and now moving on, we've got Goblin, and this is by Chad Review. So, a more distinctive design. So we've got one bigger boat. I think this is a max resource kind of boat, which has actually a very small number, very little armament. So it's only got this small APS cannon, really small one, but it's got a massive defense in terms of the big flare and a big torpedo decoy. So everything went here into a tanking and avoiding damage. Really nice looking boat, by the way. And it also has got this small torpedo craft, which I think is going to stay back and just happily torpedo the oppositions with these rather long torps. Okay, so that was Group A, and moving to the Group B. So we've got Bastak by Arthur, which is basically a mounted, or let's call it whole held design. So one of the craft is called Hilt, and the other is, I think, the actual Bastak. And it's a very unique and rather stationary kind of ship. So it relies on the range, uses this high caliber, fast shell velocity, high velocity gun, APS gun. It also has a set of cram mortars, and it also have some are they small? I think so, and some small rockets as well. So sort of medium protection, maybe on the fringe of high protection, but kind of defensive sort of entry. And then we have a similar concept in principle. So this is a joint effort by Quert 26, and again the large turret is mounted on the main craft, and we've got a high rate of fire APS gun here and two smaller caliber guns there, and everything is mounted on the in-white chassis. Okay, very unique. And then we are moving to my design, so the last one in the group, and this is called Black Plague. And there are actually two ships here, two sailing boats with some added paddles. And yeah, I think that there are two weapons here. So one is a cram mortar right in the front, and then we have an array of vertically launched small missiles, rather fast. And yeah, the missiles are actually guided by laser. Second design is pretty much the same, just a different color scheme. Okay, so let's move to the group C. And then we have Lily's design, which is actually not fully finished yet. Some small adjustments need to be made, but these two crafts, they are called Panty and Stocking, and they are basically schemers with fixed APS guns and some small rockets added into the mix. So yeah, they will be spawned in on the side just for the fun of it. Second one, quite similar, but it doesn't have the missile, so only the cannon. Okay, and then we've got Ipsoc's design. So what we have here is there was an attempt and loafing. So there was an attempt is relatively slow, or maybe medium speed kind of simple APS boat, which I think stays a bit back and tries to snipe the opposition with three medium caliber APS guns. And I think that a little bit more interesting of the two, loafing, which is basically a rusher, so it goes quite fast and tries to get quickly towards the enemy. It's got the cram cannon in front, some APS cannon in the back, and it actually has a rotary cannon, which yeah, fires quite in an interesting pattern. Okay, and finally in the group C, the last design is by Geodarian. This is Biggie and Smalls, so as you have guessed, this is Biggie. So four cram cannons in two turrets and one large caliber APS gun in one turret on the other ship. So, and everything is very well protected. So I think that at least in theory, this design brings the most potential firepower into the mix with quite good protection. It's steel and yeah, it's quite thick. All right, and finally we arrive in group D. So what we've got here is is a design submitted by OM, and this is not the boat you are looking for. And please know, two very similar boats. So these are like skimmer sort of boats or flying boats. I'm not sure how to call them. And they have a remotely control rockets. And of course, they also have a crown mortar. Very interesting and unique design. Really like the way it looks. So the second one is pretty much exactly the same. Also, despite what claims, they are actually pretty well protected. They are not paper designs. Okay. And then, of course, we've got a distinct color scheme which cannot be mistaken for anything else. So we've got Brisby Mouse's designs. So we've got the reduction of the revenge of the return of the curse of Ray Rights, and of course the reduction of the redemption of the revenge of the return of the curse of Oashima-sama. Okay. So quite a long name, of course, and these are quite interesting. So of course, as always, looking really nice. Micro battleships, and they actually have simple cannons mounted in the turrets. This is their main weapon. Maybe not really main, but the most visible one. And apart from that, they also shoot, I don't remember which one, but yeah, for sure they have torpedoes as a the real damage dealer. So they are quite fast, sort of medium, low kind of protection. But of course the torpedoes they punch reasonably hard. Okay, and last but not least, we've got Dragon Slayers design. So this is Abject Failure and Shitty Onaga. Sorry by the name. Sorry for the language. And of course we've got some torpedoes here, large APS gun on the bigger ship, which is fairly well protected. Some small cannons in the back, just for the fun of it. And in the back, we've got a torpedo vehicle, basically, it looks like a pontoon raft of some kind. And it's got quite good set of torpedoes there, and some defensive flares as well. Okay. All right, so that's all of the designs submitted. Yeah, I hope that this is going to be a fun tournament. Let me try to actually unpause and see how this battle will go. Each group is basically fighting together against the other groups, so I think it's going to be a huge mess. Let's try to unpause. Okay. Alright. Lot is happening. Bastak is launching its crumbs, and the same goes for Black Plague, my steam, not really steam, paddle sailing boats, and they are also launching some rockets. Okay, Bastak is being hammered, focus fired. It's a large craft, so I think it just gets a lot of attention. It's raining some crumb shells, mortar shells. against the torpedo boats. Okay. Okay, I think that the largest craft in the whole mix goes pretty much unmolested and launches defensive countermeasures. I'm not sure if anyone is actually using IR rockets here, but yeah, but I think there's also an anti-radar component in that mix as well. Okay, we've got one of the first casualties here, one of the lightest craft. Okay, seems like Cypherfen boats are doing quite well here, not getting too much attention. Small torpedo boat is doing its thing, unmolested as well. Okay, we've got some melee going on, I think between the teammates, or maybe just a joint effort here. Okay, it looks like Brisby Mouse's boat is firing away, and Dragon Slayer is also doing the same. For now, they look pretty okay. The other boat is actually standing on its propellers, doing a delphine. Okay. Oh, this one is getting some beating, but still the crowns are functional. And its smaller counterpart is still trying to get some luck with its APS. Okay, Om's boat is doing fine without any issues, I think. Yeah, I think both of the boats are fine. I'm not sure where the second one is. For now, looks like the Team D is actually doing the best. It's almost 90%, followed by Team B, and then we've got Team A, and Team C seems to get the most beating, only 18% left. I think that Lily's design was just not finished, so I think that can be the problem. You know, blame it on Lily. All right, looks like my boats have taken some damage, but not a huge one. Looks like one of the mortars are being disabled. The other one is still dealing some damage. Right. Okay, in Team B only Ipsok is actually left alive. Yeah. This is the last boat standing, and it's trying to do some damage to someone. Yeah, actually, yeah, Brisby is in another team, so it's a valid target, but oh no, it's going down. Oh man, that was a nice shot. Low blow by Ipso from underwater. That's nice. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, the small torpedo boat finally getting some attention, but still it was able to launch some torps. And okay, an almost a mobility kill here. We can see that the torps on Brisby's design as well, but these are Yeah, these are already kind of broken. Okay, Dragon Slayer's boat surprisingly doing really good here. Just some minor damage. Such a large boat, not being focused. That's interesting. Okay, wow, that was a good snipe actually. Very good snipe. Okay. So, oh no, looks like Team C, sorry, was totally eliminated. And then Team A and B is not doing that great, 44%, 45%, and still Team D is basically doing the best here. Okay, let's see. Some more action. Right. Okay. Brisby's micro battleships getting some rocket laugh, I think from my boats. Yes, that's correct. Vertically launched, laser guided rockets are doing some work, and finally they found Dragon Slayer. But looks like, okay, looks like they cannot decide, and now they are going for home. Yeah, managed to capsize the design, and let's see if they are still shooting some mortars. This one should still be operational. Not sure. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's aiming, so maybe it will shoot. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be getting a lock on target, so yeah, it's broken. I don't know. Alright. Okay, almost. Yeah, looks like this design, this flying boat is having some issues with stability. Okay, Cypherfen's boat getting some fire, drawing some attention, getting some torpedoes, but still staying alive. Okay, small guns did not deliver. Okay, the sails are gone, shut off. Okay, got pretty quiet. I think that there was a lot of mobility kills and weapon kills in the mix, so I don't think there's really a lot of craft actually being able to deliver some fire here. Yeah, okay, let's call it the end. Looks like Group D was doing the best here. Of course, this is very random, and it's difficult to draw conclusions. But seems like actually Dragon Slayer design prevailed the best from all, and then just followed by, I think, Ohm's design, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Oh no, it's actually Brisby Mouse got the least damage. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and see you next in the group phase where uh, one of the design if in each group is going to be eliminated, and then we will move to the brackets. Again, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next episode.